To get a point on the road on Saturday, stopped the run of defeats. Obviously disappointing the way that we lost out the goal at the end, but would you say as a whole a decent point on the road?
Yeah, I think so, Gareth. Looking back at the game, I thought for 70-75 minutes we were very good. First half I thought we controlled the game for large parts, scored a fantastic goal through Calvin Miller. But I think our play at times was very good. Put our foot in the ball, we made passes, we got forward, we got into really good areas. Just like I said after the game, at times our final ball kind of lacked a bit of quality. And then we get them in at half time and we talk about the importance of starting the half strong, and we lose our way again for 10-15 minutes. It was the same last week against Arbroath at home. We lost our way and inevitably we lost a goal, and thankfully for us, after that 10-15 minute period in Saturday, after the second half started, we come back into the game, got a foothold back in the game, had a lot of good opportunities. Bluesies got an opportunity he knows himself he probably should put away. Jai got a header at the front post for a corner that's cleared off the line. Big Robbie puts his goal away, is great to put us 2-1 up. And then we don't pick up at the set play, and that's the disappointing thing. And inevitably, if you don't pick up, you lose goals, and that was the case in Saturday. And it's disappointing because I think when we went 2-1 up, I thought we would see the game out and come down the road with 3 points, Gareth.
You said there as well that you thought for 70-75 minutes the better team, it was good performance, especially compared to previous weeks. That's now just something to build on going into this Saturday.
I wouldn't say the previous weeks we played badly. I just think the results haven't shown that in our performance the true reflection. I think against Arbroath again, we were first half, I would think we were on top. Second half, Arbroath came into the game, but I don't think overall it was a bad performance. The game at Hamilton, we were well in control of the game, just couldn't get the ball over the line. And the Partick game, we lost a penalty dodgy and a poor goal from our part in the last minute. So, like I say, the last 3 games that we've lost in the league, I don't think have been bad performances, just errors or individual errors at the wrong times killed us. And it was the same as Saturday with 2 goals. It was individual errors that cost us the 2 goals.
Looking at individual players as well, Robbie grabbing his 10th goal of the season. I think he's the first striker in the past few seasons now for Morton to hit the double figures. A great contribution.
Yeah, I'm led to believe he's the first player since 2019 to hit double figures. But this is a player that people didn't want at the club, sorry. And like I say, Robbie for me since I've came to the club has been different class. In the building, on the pitch, everything he brings, he's a likeable lad, and I'm just delighted he's now reaping the reward for himself and the team, obviously, because he's been a breath of fresh air for me since I've came to the club.
New signing Callum Waters as well. He played the full 90 minutes against Inverness, almost grabbed himself a goal as well. How did you rate his performance? Yeah,
I said after the game, Gareth, I thought himself and Calvin were superb. Calvin as well, grabbing his first goal for the club. Calvin's been out since I think middle of September, not even played, terminated his contract at Chesterfield and came back up the road. So we were delighted when we got him in, and you're now starting to see what Calvin can bring. Again, there was a few murmurs about why he was in the team. Now you can see why Calvin is starting games of football for us.
Back home now on Saturday, start of a run of home games. I think it's the next 3 games. Good to get back and a bit of consistency going. Yeah,
like I said, I think up until last week against Arbroath at home, our league form was pretty good. I think we'd won 5 in the bounce at home. Obviously, I was gutted that we didn't continue that, because I think at home this season we've been terrific. And like I say, we now have our run of games, starting with Queen's Park, that we want to be picking up points. They get no tougher than obviously league leaders. They've had a consistent season. That's why owning his staff and his players at the top of the table. So we know how difficult it's going to be, but we know the areas that we can hurt them, and that's what we'll try and exploit.
Of course, last time out against Queen's Park, you come off that defeat to Partick and you go out and get 3 points. It's almost not quite similar, but you've had that run of results up until now. You'll be hoping to maybe have a similar result now on Saturday.
Yeah, we need to get back to winning ways, Gareth. I don't think we've won a game since end of November, so it's been a long time since we've picked up 3 points, so we need to get back to winning games. I think if we'd won on Saturday, we'd have went third. So listen, the league's so tight, everybody can beat everybody in a given day. There's no given right to win games of football. First and foremost, you need to put 110% in. 90% of this season we've done that. and we're in around it. We just need to hope that the next run of games, I think there could be 4 potentially at home in the next 4 weeks, or next 2 weeks, sorry. So, like I said, there's a run of games now that at home I'd expect us to beat anybody that comes here. So, like I say, we want to be start winning games of football back at Capello.
And you mentioned there how tight the league is. I think it's only 2 points between us and the playoffs, and you have that game in hand as well. You know, and then you said that it doesn't come much tougher than the league leaders.
No, listen, it's like I say, the league's so tight. You win on Saturday, you go 9 behind Queen's Park and with a game in hand. So, listen, there'll be a lot of twists and turns. We just need to take one game at a time, like we'll have all season, and see where it takes us. I've said that all season.
Just in terms of team selection now, is anyone going to be missing, or anyone that you know of right now, with injuries that will miss out?
No, everyone's fit and available. Hopefully, Big George will be back on Saturday. He missed out through personal matters that will stay personal for George. So, like I say, we're gutted to miss him on Saturday. He's done great since he's come in. Obviously, he'd have loved to have been up there on Saturday, helping the team out. But unfortunately, there's bigger things in football. So we leave George to be where he is at the moment, and hopefully, like I say, he's back in come the weekend. Sorry for the game.